reintroduce myself to those of you who just joined. Hey guys, it's Alex here. I am a rhythmic gymnast from Australia, and I just thought I'd do a, see what you guys like, and maybe if you guys want more, I'll do a few more series. So today, I wanted to start with a gymnastics ball. If you don't have a gymnastics ball, you can use soccer ball, basketball, whatever you guys can find. And we'll be doing a mini strength program. So usually I have an hour to 2 hours of strength with an apparatus, without, depends how my coaches say. So I'll just be showing you some of the exercises I do and which I find very beneficial for us rhythmic gymnasts. And even if you're from another sport, it could be quite useful. So let's get to it. First thing, ball on the floor. I want you guys to step over, heels together, feet together. A very, very high releve. And from here, we'll be doing a few small body waves. So, start with your knees, hips forward, chest and chin. Make sure you finish with soft arms. So combining this, knees, hips, chest and soft arms. And keep going. 1, 2, high releve, 3, chin up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We'll do a few more waves. Feet to second, left leg on the ball. Turn out slightly. We'll do another wave. So bend your knees, chest slightly down. And then we use our hips and wave. So to knees and arch. 1, 2, 3. Soft arms, chin down. Chin up, shoulders down. 6, 7, 8. Good. So now, swap feet. Other foot. High releve. Find your balance and wave. Bend forward. Use your hips and up. And 1. Soft arms. 2. Finish with your fingers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it's tricky, guys, but you guys will get there. So, next exercise. We just hold high releve, ankles together, push your releve out, don't relax on the ball, out, arms up to the roof. Lean forward, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 5, 6, 7, and up, and lean forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 5, 6, 7, and up, and 2 more times, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 5, 6, 7, and up, hands by your ears, and lean forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 5, 6, 7, up. Now, hands crossed behind your head, like this, and we go down. Bent knees, knees together. High releve, 2, 3, 4, and up, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, last one, and we hold. 1, 2, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, high releve, 8, 9, and 10. Good, guys. Now, ball on the floor, we will do a passe balance. So, under your left foot, we go into a passe. Your toe has to be above your knee, not below, above, 90 degrees. So, from here, no shaking like I do. You go into a passe, arms to the side. We hold. 1, 2, 3. Arms up, and we wave. To our leg, chin to knee, step, push your hips, shoulders, and finish up. So, together. Passe. 1, 2, 3. Arms up, wave to your leg, step, hips, and up. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Arms up, wave to your leg, hips, forward. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave to your leg. Forward. One more. And 1. Shoulders down. 3, 4. Arms up. Wave to your leg. Hips go forward and up. Good. I know it's tricky. Now, right foot on the ball. Same thing. Passe. Above your knee, not below. Above. We hold. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave to your leg. Step and arch. Even I still work on it every day. And passe. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave to your leg. Step and arch. Good. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave to your leg. And arch. Woo. And 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave to your leg. And arch. I know it's hard. So, same thing, but into attitude now. We go. Left foot on the ball. Attitude balance. Arms to the side. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Arch to your leg as much as you can. Step and down. So you wave, finishing with your head by your knee. Arms curl and finish up high. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Arch. 6, 7, 8. Arms to the side. Attitude. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Arch to your leg. To your knee now. And up. Last one. And 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Arch. And down. Whew. Takes a lot of concentration. And now, other leg. Same thing. High releve and attitude balance. And 1, 2, 3. Arms up. Wave. And down. And again. And 1, 2. Find your balance. 3, 4. Arms up. Arch. Down. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms up. Arch. And down. Good. Onto the floor now. So, we will start with ball goes here, in between our shoulder blades and our head. Our arms are crossed behind. Hold the ball. Heels off the floor, pointed toes. We lean forward. 1, 2. Arms to the side. 3, 4. Arms back forward. Grab the ball. And up. And 1, 2. Arms to the side. 3, 4. Grab the ball. And up. 1, 2. Arms to the side. 3, 4, 5. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the ball. And up. Good. It's a killer for the shoulders, I know. So, next exercise. We do V-snaps, but without fully laying down, up and down, we go nearly down and back up. And with the ball, we do roll and flick. Roll down your legs, then lift them, and it will flick back up to you. So roll down your legs, then lift your legs, and the ball comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Onto our stomachs. So, to strengthen our back, we go. Lift our shoulder blades off the floor. Do not go fully up, just shoulder blades off the floor, your upper back. And we let go of the ball, one hand, we do a rebound. So the rebound, for those of you who don't know, we put the ball into our elbow and we flick it. So you bend your elbow, put the ball in, then you straighten your arm. When you straighten your arm, the ball should flick back up. So straighten your arm. That's all you have to do. And catch the ball, of course. So bend your arm, then you straighten it and catch. So some of us can just flick it in and then rebound it. So you flick towards your elbow, then when it's bent, you flick it back up. So we do that during the exercise. So we combine strength with apparatus. So lift, 1, 2, bounce and down. 1, 2, bounce and down. 1, 2, bounce down. 1, 2, bounce and down. Out of the arm. 1, 2, bounce and down. The arm's a bit mad. 1, 2, bounce down. Good. 1, 2, bounce down. And one more. 1, 2, bounce and down. Good. So next will be a series of exercises. So we start with running. Then we do scissors. Then we do bounces. Then we hold and we tuck in. So while we do that, we incorporate the ball. So we do a handling, which we can do in elements anywhere in our routine. So it's around the world. Our hand goes outside of the ball and around the ball. So your hand goes fingers together, fast around the ball. So you slightly lift it up and go around. So you do that for the first step. Then you bounce for the second. You roll to your legs, hold, and the rest I will show you. So I will just count, and you guys can follow, and I will hint what we'll be doing. So, ready? In position, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point your toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap hands. Scissors. 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight arm. 7, 8, 9, 10. Still above the floor. Roll. And go. Pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Just keep it off the floor. You can do it. 9, 10. And go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Hold the ball. And 5, and 6, and 7, and keep going. 8, and 9. Last one. 10. Don't know about you guys, but it's a killer every time I do it. And I've done it 3 times today. Okay. Same thing, but on our stomach. All we do is other arm, we do around the world, like I said. Then we do bounces. Then we roll it to our legs. And we hold in our legs for the rest. So I will continue and remind you during the exercise with you. So bounces, and then just bend and up. So, you guys ready? Arms off the floor, chin down. Lift your legs and arms and go. Run. 2, 3, running. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and swap hands. Bounces. 1, straight arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll down your body to the back. Down your body to the back and catching your ankles. Arms next to your shoulders. 1, chin down. 2, 3, 4, pulses. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bend you to your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything above the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Ooh. Next exercise. So we put the ball under our left ankle or calf, whatever's easier. We lift our leg to 90 degrees. Not here, not here. 90. Knee straight, pointed toe, arms to the side. And we lift our bottoms up off the floor and try not to plop onto the floor. Just slightly above the ground. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. And another leg. Up to 90, pointed toe, straight knee. And lift our bottoms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Find your balance. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Good. Now we do the same, but to the side. Ball on your side. We lie down on our side. Arm to the side straight. Our body's in a straight line. Lift your leg to 90. Not lower, not higher. And we lift our bottoms up. It's hard, it's tricky, I know. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Same with the other leg. Leg on ball. Straight line. Leg to 90, pointed toe and straight knee. And bottom leg turned out and pointed. And bum raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 1, 2, find your balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Good. Next exercise we do is our ball goes into our ankles. We lift our bottoms up and we lie down and we rest. I'm joking. Legs to the roof. We lift our bottoms up, over, not into candlestick, but slightly over. And we look with our chin slightly to the side at the ball, and we bounce. It's a hard exercise, even I don't do it 10 out of 10 all the time. And we bounce. 1, 2, 3, feel the ball. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Now, we do the same thing, but we incorporate a candlestick. So, candlestick, for all of you who don't know, is a straight body up. If you find it really hard, you can put your hands under your bottom and just, hold. So, you lift candlestick, and from there, we go over, bounce, and up. Bounce, and up. Bounce. If you really need, put your hands under your bottom. Bounce. Just one bounce. And up. 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 Keep going. If you drop it, just place it back and keep going like so. Good. It's a tricky exercise, I know. So, next exercise we will do. Heels off the floor, feet to us, and we go. Bounces. So we incorporate apparatus while we stretch our hamstrings. Small bounces on the side of your leg. When it's behind your feet, you swap hands. Make sure you don't curve body forward. Back has to go straight down. Lean over and bounce. And keep going. So these exercises in general, if you can't do them, you usually should try get 10-20 megs of you doing them. So if the coach counts 10 and you did 5, it's better to do more, just so you're able to do the exercise as well and actually get benefit from the exercises. So just make sure afterwards you keep going until you can do it, and eventually you guys will get so good. Keep going. Good. Okay, onto our side. We lie down. Ball is in our ankles. We lie exactly to the side. Don't curve, just back. Shoulders blades together, arms in front, slightly bent. And we go, lifting our side off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, and we hold. 1, 2. Hold off the floor. 3, 4. Use your side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax. Now our legs work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Now we combine. 1, 2, 3. Together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. And same thing on the other side. Lift your body off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax. Legs working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As high as you can. 7, 8, 9. Hold. Straight knees. 1, 2. Shoulder blades back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down. Okie dokie. Now, onto our stomachs. A killer back strength. So, arms crossed like so, but not in front of your head. You need it behind your head. And we raise like this. So, arms crossed, and you grab the ball. And behind your head. Let's go. 1, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Keep going. 2. Feet together. 3, 4. As high as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down. I love that exercise. Okay. Plank. Ball here. Ankles on the ball. Into plank. Arms just below your shoulders, facing forward, and you straighten your legs. From here, we bend and straight. Join in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9, and we hold plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down. Good. Now, it's a little bit of coordination and abs. So we go. We lie down. Ball in our right hand. We lie down. We throw. We sit up, catch, lean forward as high as you can. Throw, back down. So 5 each hand. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and down. Throw, lean forward. Arms straight. Throw, and down. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and down. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and we swap hands. Left hand to right now. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and down. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and down. Throw, lean forward. Hands straight. Throw, heels off the floor. Throw, lean forward. Throw, and down. Good. Okay, so that was, a little part of my strength routine, which we do. So if you guys want, you guys can comment below, text message, anything you want. And if you guys like, I will do something else next week. So stretching, kicks, flexibility, foot strength and balances. So whatever you guys like, I'll be glad to do it. So now I was thinking, if you guys have any questions in the comments, you guys can write whatever you want and I'll have a look and answer your questions right now. So, thank you guys. Some people from India here, which is very exciting. Maybe when I finish the sport, yes, you can purchase my balls and I will, you know, give them autographs. But right now I need them and they're very important in my life. So, yeah. How do you keep yourself before competitions? So I assume, so the question was, how do you keep yourself before competitions? So I assume that's talking about nerves and stuff. So usually I have a sports psychologist. I work with him. I've been working with him for a long time. He's Russian, so we've been working together. And he's been teaching me how to deal with nerves, how to cope with fear, you know, all the things that us rhythmic gymnasts have. So some of the things that's very important in rhythmic gymnastics is visualization. I cannot emphasize how important it is. I, for one, have seen how magical and how it actually works. You know, when your coach says, go lie down, visualize your routine, she actually means it and it will help you and it will be very beneficial. As well as deep breaths. Never underestimate deep breaths. Breathing in, few counts, and out slow. This can help you, you know, calm down. If you're really stressed, you know, just, you know, lower your heart rate and move on. Yeah. So, next question. Hi Shethkoda, it's really nice to see you guys. I hope you guys liked it, and you know, there might be some more if you guys like a lot. How many hours do you typically train a week? So usually I train around 40 hours a week. This is when I am in year 12. So some days I have 4 hours, some days I have 7 hours, so 3 in the morning, then I have school, then I have 4 in the afternoon, and on the weekends 4 or 5 hours on Saturday. But when I'm in Russia, I usually train there, you know, 3 months, 2-3 months a year, and I would usually train 5 to 8 hours a day. So, you know, depends where I am in the world, what competitions I have. If I'm preparing for, you know, Commonwealth Games, World Championships, of course the training intensity would be much higher. Yes. Next question. What do you eat in a day? Oh, good question. So as a gymnast, I get this, you know, question a lot. I'm not on any diet, no keto, no fasting. I don't know, whatever people do in this world, vegan, vegetarian. No, I eat everything just in moderation. So typically for breakfast, I will have either eggs, scrambled eggs, but usually I have, it's a Russian thing, it's called tvarog. It's ricotta cheese in English, or cottage cheese, it's a bit different.
Quark.
And
Quark.
There's Quark, it's the brand, and yeah, so I usually have that with some strawberries and honey. Then for lunch I usually have meat or chicken with some grains, like in Russian grechka, or you know, quinoa I really like. And then in the evening would be some salad, soup, something light, you know, nothing too heavy before I go to sleep. So everything in moderation. How many hours do I train now? So now I train between 3 to 5 hours a day, depends on what my day looks like, because you know I have online school as well. So yeah, maximum 5 hours, but that doesn't include my morning walks, bike rides, etc. So then, you know, it could be 6 hours sometimes. When do we have our next class? If you want, there could be one next Saturday, but you know, I need responses if you guys liked it. Okay, thanks for the class, you're welcome, I hope you guys liked it. What do you eat to keep yourself in shape? So just, like I said, everything in moderation, you know, I don't binge, don't just, you know, be like, oh, I've been fasting for a week, now let's just, you know, go have pizza, it'll be fine. No, just have a sliced pizza in the morning once, you know, move on with your day. Just everything in moderation. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the class, you're welcome. Oh, Asha, I hope you enjoyed it. See you sometime soon. Okay, someone asked, hi, can you do a class of ponche-like exercises for muscles and flexibility to get ponche balance or another candle balance? Okay, So if you guys want, you guys, you know, like someone already commented, I will do something like that if you guys want. I was thinking a few series, and then maybe eventually I get to elements such as punche. But you know, you can't just go straight into punche. You know, strength and you know flexibility. You need kicks, and then eventually get to elements. So if you guys want, I can do some. Can you do a pivot technique and AD masterclass? Sure, I can do an AD masterclass. I love ADs. Can we have your coaching address? If you guys want, you can go onto my Instagram. If you guys have any more questions, it's Alex_KIROI, Alex_Kiroi. And you guys can text me there, whatever you like. Also, if you have Facebook, Alex Kiroi-Bogatyreva, that's my page. So comment over there. I'm Russian, I know those foods, I eat them too. Awesome stuff. That's good. You're welcome. How long will the class go for today? So today it was just 30 minutes of just some of the ball strength exercise that I do. I have strength exercises that could go for 2 hours. So, you know, I also have things I have to do in my day. But, you know, if you guys like it, I could do some more. What is my favorite apparatus? I don't have a favorite apparatus, only because I don't believe in favoring, you know, one over the other. Like, if you ask your parents, are they going to ever admit that they have a favorite child? No, you can't do that. It's just, you know, it's not ethical, it's not right. I like all my apparatus for the ways they are. Hoop, for my music, I have some strong, powerful rock song, so I just express myself as much as I want. You know, I'm dramatic, I'm like fierce and whatever. And then for ball, it's like soft and elegant, and you know, I try to use lots of rolls and, you know, do really nice soft stuff. So yeah, and then clubs is like sassy, and I have like a, you know, sassy leotard, and I can do a shimmy here and there. And then ribbon is like dramatic, and I try to show like fierceness, and yeah. So everything's different, and I like it. Yeah. Okay, next question. How you improved your leg flexibility? So I have a lot of stretching exercises, which, you know, when I was in Russia, they would, you know, stretch me. So a lot of stretching exercises, which I can show you guys later. So yeah. What would you say has been the most stressful and intensive competition to train for? Thanks, Aliska. The most intense competition was Commonwealth Games. I don't remember much, only because it was, you know, when something's so intense and you're so focused, you kind of forget about everything else. So, you know, I'd be training in the gym 5-6 hours a day, the only one who'd be just doing routines one after the other, and keep going just so I, you know, get that repetitions going. So yeah, that was my most stressful. But every competition I take very seriously, from small to big, from pre-invitational, small ones to world championships. For me, they're all important, because, you know, if you don't focus on the little ones, how are you going to get better in the big ones? So yeah, good question. Thank you, Egypt. Love you guys too. What's my favorite skill? My favorite skill are balances. When I was little, it was leaps. And I don't know, pivots, it's just, you know, if you're good at balances, then you're good at pivots. So, you know, they're kind of related, I guess. So for me, balances, only because, you know, you have to focus so much just to be in one position, and, you know, you can stand there for as long as you can and as long as you want. So yeah, good question. Looking forward to the next one. Me too. What do you prefer? What do you do before you go for a competition? And what would you eat before a competition? So before a competition, I have my own schedule. You know, I try to wake up, have breakfast, and do everything like I would just for a training. Because if you drastically change something, then you could hype yourself up, or you could just get even more stressed. So you just have to maintain your routine, because muscle memory in our sport is very important. Our body is used to, you know, throwing like this, doing this, having pointed toes. So if you change something in your routine, it's going to be different. So I wake up, I do everything like I would. Like I said, I have my cottage cheese in the breakfast, or maybe something a bit more substantial like omelets and eggs, whatever. And sometimes I'm usually not really hungry before competitions, because, you know, I'm a little bit nervous, not, you know, stressed, but I don't really like eating before competition. But then afterwards, I would usually have something to eat, because, you know, I don't eat for the whole day, and then it's been an 8-hour competition, and, you know, you're tired. So yeah, thank you for the class. No worries. How long should you sit in super splits. So it really depends, but when I was little, I used to do 10 minutes just off the, box, chair, whatever. I've also done 10 minutes in between 2 boxes each leg. So when you're little, it's important to stretch because your muscles are softer. I, for one, can tell you by the age of 18, your muscles do get stiffer and it's much harder to stretch. But, maintaining it, everything's good. Yeah. Love. Thank you. How long should you sit in surfaces? What should my weight be if I'm 12? Okay. This is very popular among our community. So when you're little, I do not suggest, dieting, losing weight, focusing on, just not eating or, so you just have to know that if you eat in moderation, everything will be good. Some people have fast metabolism, some people have slow. It really depends on your body. And, I, for one, can tell you that I've, drastically lost weight and you get injuries and it's very not good for your body. So you just have to moderately eat things. And when you get older, weight becomes a bit of a problem. So, at the age of 13, you should really start focusing on what you eat. But before then, you're young, you move a lot, your body's still, little. So you guys can pretty much eat whatever you want. Just, don't, overdo it. Yeah. Height is a matter for this sport. It is. We're all very tall and skinny. What do you recommend to eat in the morning to be healthy? So like I said, I eat cottage cheese, so that's very, very low in calories for a breakfast. So I add some strawberries, for flavor and honey, so it's like nice and sweet. So yeah, that, if you want something more, filling, you can have eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs, whatever, or porridge. I usually have porridge on water only because it's healthier than on milk. So yeah. Hi Sasha, how many years have you been doing RG? My little one would like to know how she can be a great gymnast like you when she grows up. Thank you. And I've been doing this sport for 12 years now, so I'd say it's quite a long time. I have been doing sports since I was 2, so I did ballet, dance, artistic gymnastics, acrobatics, I don't know, whatever you little kids do when they're little. And yeah, so I started when I was little and I've been in this sport since I was 6, so ever since. So I wish your daughter, your little one, all the best. What language do you speak with your family members? So.
По-русски, наверное.
Мне кажется, нет. So I speak Russian with my family.
But we can switch to English anytime.
Mazel. Maybe some Ivrit. I learnt Hebrew at school. I can speak Russian with my parents, English. So Russian was my first language when I was little, but because I live in Australia, English is quite good for me. And yeah, and I learnt Hebrew, so 3 languages. How do you stay motivated when nothing's going right? Good question, because as you guys know, we're in quarantine and training at home. Olympics were postponed. I can say that I did lose myself at a point, only because I was one step into, qualifying for Tokyo. I was going in as number 1. I was number 1 in Oceania, so everything you can say was on my plate. It was just my job to go out there and finalize my spot. And yeah, and then Olympics were postponed, so that means me as a gymnast and heaps of other athletes in the world, we have to train another year just to prepare for the Olympics. So instead of, some people train their whole lives just to make one Olympics and, finish. So now we have to train even longer. So it's very difficult, especially since, we're training from home. So what I usually do is you have to take some time off just to think things through. Read a book, spend a week just getting your mind right, and then you find the positives in life. So, I found that, I still have my family, I, have life, I breathe air. All these little things really do matter. So, I found that I really, since I was little, I love reading books. So I've been reading more now when I have time. So you have to find things that you like, things that take your mind off gymnastics, school, work, etc. And do those in your spare time. Yeah. Next question. What is your favorite place, country? So my favorite place, I love Israel. Oh, just an incredible country. Their vibe, their music, their food, just everything. The gymnastics there, of course, is incredible. But I'll say Russia is one of my favorite countries. You know, Moscow never ceases to amaze me every time I go there. So, yeah. How do you choose your own music for your routines? So, music that I like, I usually find it. I ask my parents if they like it, and I always go through my coach just to see if she, approves, because maybe she doesn't think I'm ready for it, I suit it, etc. So, yeah, usually it's songs that I, listen to, or, a song that I found, and then I hear it, and I'm like, this will be epic, so then I choose it. And my dad, who is behind the camera, he usually, cuts my music, he does all these videos, and if you guys, look at my YouTube channel, there's a lot of videos, and they're all, made by him. So, yeah. Could you recommend some flexibility moves in my next series? I can. What you teach today, is this also for 8 years? So, as in, that question can be interpreted in different ways, but if you're 8 years old, you can do these exercises just so you can develop as an 8-year-old, It's also good to do some hard stuff and focus on basics as well. But if this means, as in, I've been doing this for 8 years, no, body prep, conditioning, strength, flexibility changes over time, rhythmic gymnastics code changes, so yeah. No, I have not been doing this for 8 years, but I have been doing similar strengths for 8 years. What would be the apparatus that you have the most used? Yes. So the most used apparatus, I reckon, is hooper ball, because when you're little, you don't do clubs in Australia or ribbons, so hooper ball. So yeah. What does your hoop look like? My hoop is in my garage, so I can show you some other time. But if you go into my Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere, you will see what my hoop looks like right now. It's pretty cool because everyone will feel. How do you keep calm before you go onto the carpet? Good question. So like I said before, sports psychologists, I cannot emphasize how important they are in our sport. You can be physically 100% ready, do your elements millions and millions of times, be super flexible, have all the strength in the world, but if you don't have it up here, nothing's going to work, If you're, super stressed before your competition and you don't know how to handle your nerves, you're never going to be able to go out there and do a perfect routine. So deep breaths, I've said this a lot of times, deep breaths, visualization, knowing that when you go out there, it's your time on the mat and your time to show who you are and what you can be. So you have to understand that, when you have confidence, it will really help in competing. It's a struggle, us senior athletes still have now this day, having confidence in doing something that we've been doing for 12 years of our life. So I really recommend a sports psychologist, only so they can, talk things through it, give you advice, etc. What do you do if your coach shows favoritism towards other team members, but you prove to her that you are better than them over and over again? Tough question, but it's not that your coach shows favoritism to others, it's more that sometimes coaches specifically don't pay attention to you, only to either A, teach your lesson, or B, so you understand that coaches are needed in your life. Because when we're little, we all sometimes go through phases where we're like, why do I need a coach? I can do this perfectly, I'm so good. But no, that's not how it works. You need a coach because you've never done this before. You need someone to guide you through it. So, just keep proving to yourself that you're good. Don't focus on others. Don't make sure you're better than, person A, because if you compare yourself to person A, you're never going to improve. You have to compare yourself to, who you were yesterday or the day before. Okay. One more question and I have to go, guys. I'll choose a good one. How long a day should you train for? Okay. It really depends what age, what level, what, fitness level you're at. So for senior, I really do recommend 4 to 7 hours a day, roughly. When you're little, I recommend a little bit smaller. So if you're under 10, so like 2 to 4 hours maybe. But as you increase with age, you definitely should increase with, hours and intensity. So that's it from me, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will consider another series, and hope you guys, like it.
Subscribe.
And if you do like it, please subscribe and like the video and like my account so I can give you another series next Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed, and kisses from Australia, and see you guys next week maybe. Bye.